Alright, welcome to One Forsaken Gaming. Today we're going to be doing Fester's Quest on the NES. A lot of this game gets a lot of feedback. It's both positive and negative. People just drives them nuts and everything else, but nonetheless, we're going to try to get through it. Try to do a no-death run here as well. It's because if you die in the game, you basically have to start all the way back at the beginning and have to progress through everything all over again. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm also going to kind of be a little bit informative about what you can do in the game, what might help, what might not. What I do generally, if you want to have an easier time with the game, is you want to start off this area here and just get your gun powered up. What I do is I just generally just go up and down this area here until I get my gun powered up. Usually takes about 5-10 minutes or so, but it just makes things a heck of a lot quicker. Now, if you've never played the game before, what you want to do is get as many... Plus, also, doing this in the beginning also allows you to get more items. You're going to need, like, keys, light bulbs are pretty essential to get through the game. Money if you need to buy a hot dog, for health, anything along those lines. They have hot dog stands, which are $5 a hot dog. If you need it, but light bulbs, keys, you need those for the game to progress. So as I said, I just stay along here. Whip comes later. This game is, if you definitely have a turbo button, it definitely helps out a lot, because otherwise your fingers are going to get tired. Just because, I mean, just for me pressing the buttons, I just did a practice run before this, and yeah, my thumb is getting already tired. But we'll get through it. It's not used to the abuse, I guess you could say. But this is what I do. Oh shoot. See the gun power down, dang it. But you want to get as far as you can. Or get your gun fully powered up at the start of the game. It just makes things a heck of a lot easier. It's the same thing once you get your whip. They give you a section of the game where you can actually sit there and power up your stuff. And it just helps greatly if you get it done. It takes about 5-10 minutes or so, and then just progress on. It's not a speed run by any means. I pretty much like to grab every power-up that I can, regardless if it's money, keys, or light bulbs. As I said, if you croak in this game, they say you can get hit twice, and that's it, you're done. Where you start off at the start of this game, that's where it starts you off. If you hit continue, it starts you off right here at the start. And there's no way back. Yeah, or there's no way to continue, like, through the game, whatever, until you actually, get there, where you left off at. It really sucks. But they give you a lot of stuff in the game that allows you to progress with, you know, they give you potions and stuff that'll restore your health, all those kind of things. So you just have to use them sparingly. Need 2 more. I would have had my whip powered up if I had it. You don't get the whip until after the first boss. But you want to get that thing powered up as soon as possible as well. Because it basically It's essential against the other bosses if you want to beat them quicker. As you will see. But you definitely do not want to miss any of the houses with the items that you need to progress. It just makes a huge difference. You get a tight spot, TNT is really good. Just to name one thing. Nooses are good for the spaceship. Once you get in there, you'll definitely need them. This should do it. Alright, we're powered up. Let's go. First things first, I'm gonna head up here. You can ignore those guys. If you do get hit by the mosquitoes, it doesn't take away any health, but it makes you super slow. And the only way that you can actually get past it is if you use a vice grip, which you're about to get here. Keys, or TNT. As vice grips. So if you do get bit by a mosquito, or if there's the little not the orange frogs, but like the magenta colored frogs, you get hit by their fireballs, it'll be like it'll slow you down too, and therefore you want to use a vice grip to stop that. Let you move at regular speed. Otherwise you're like super slow. Like these slimes are really good to get to like farm for power-ups, but they can also be render you give you a lot of gun power downs, whip power downs. Yeah. Oh, green ones are such a pain. They take a little bit more. But the magenta ones are the worst. Alright, come on. Light bulb there, very useful. This game uses a lot of the same sounds as like Blaster Master. It's almost like it's just identical almost. Pass under him. This first underground area. I'm going to show you where to get the first hit point, extra hit point. Go to your left first. Shoot. This is why you want to have your gun powered up from the get-go, because those frogs can make mincemeat out of you if you're not careful. Blue ones only take a couple of shots, the orange ones take 4. Potions, which are basically hot dog stands. Keys. What's up next? here. So in here is your extra hit point. Head to this one, left, up here, left, forward, hit up twice. It's a hidden wall. Hit up twice. You can go back and get a hot dog if you wanted to get your health replenished, but I just go straight through because you got potions at this point, so why go all the way back and potentially have to fight a ton of enemies on the way? Just not worth it. House. Give you invisible potions, which will basically let stuff go right through you. Switch back. Light bulbs. Alright, cool. So see, look how slow I am. So if you use a vice grip, allows you to move back freely. I just generally let them chase me. They won't keep up because once they hop 3 times, the green and the magenta ones, they hop 3 times and they shoot. Green ones shoot their tongues out, the magenta ones shoot out little shots. Move it, Uncle Fester. A little bit lucky there. It's like I'd rather have one chase me and the rest of them don't bother me. Don't bother me so much. Boss. So this one, straight back, right to right. There he is. Very easy. You can see, just dodge them a little bit to the right. They're fine. Keep shooting them. They'll eventually give away. There you go. Back to light bulbs because we're going to need those right away. The game overall is not very long. It's like an overworld map. Just have to traverse basically everywhere. Funny. You hug the wall, sometimes it won't spawn any enemies. Sometimes, not all the time. The worst ones to me are what they call the wall munchers, and I'll show you what they look like here in a bit. I think there's some up at the top here. There they are. Those things can go through walls. It's really annoying. Especially when they get the spawns, they just keep coming at you. It's just, yeah, they're annoying. down. Let's get one up. Just leave it. Right there, don't shoot towards the top of the screen, because sometimes they have... There's a big old enemy right there that's really hard to beat. Alright, let's get up here. Trying to get this stupid thing to come at me. There we go. So those are wall monsters. They're little pains. A little bit of a pain in the butt. They spin around and then you have to, but you don't keep shooting at them. They keep coming. Whip. You want to power it up. That big old guy down there. See a bunch of those when you get to the spaceship. You can't shoot through walls, but they can take a heck of a lot of shots. Shoot. Sucks. All that he took. Go back and traverse everything again. You can also, solution to that would be to go back to the start of it, exit the sewer and come back in. So this part right here is where generally I will go and get my whip powered up. It only takes 3. Let's go back and forth between these slimes until they actually give it to me. Come on. My whip. Oh, not the gun. That's because the key's what I want. Afraid I'm gonna hit the gun power down. I need one more. And so you can generally get your whip powered up pretty quick. Doesn't take a whole lot. This is what you're waiting for mostly, is watching these items disappear. One thing to note though, when you're using the whip, is that, I'll show you, can't see, it grabs everything. I've got to grab another whip power up. bombs. Come on. Come on. And then another slime won't appear until these ones just that way. You just at least destroy that one. The TNT definitely helps destroy them, but you need to destroy as many of these things as possible. I guess that's just how it works. You have to shoot fast enough in order to actually get anywhere with it. Blew it. See the gun power down sitting there, and I want that key. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. One. Whip's all powered up. One. Come on. To the boss. This one also. Right ahead, all the way to the end. Right to the end. This one you'll probably take some damage, which is fine. Each invisible potion lasts about like 10 seconds or so. But you should only need a couple. Gun and light bulbs. Froggies in this part. Missiles. Much important against the last boss. It makes the thing a heck of a lot easier. You can defeat the final boss with just missiles without doing anything, really. This one here, you don't need a light bulb. There's no enemies in this particular spot. You can actually just run through it. And we're already at level 3 boss. This one also very similar to the other one's straight back, and straight back. Well, you gotta get yourself into a position here. This guy is very easy. Once you get into this position, he's already gone. That's it. Very quick. You know, you just gotta get to the right side. Otherwise, you can also use missiles, or you just have to work around that you can actually get to a place where you can shoot them from the side. All that's all I get. Light bulb and a key. Oh boy. I'll just lay down at some TNT right there. That part right there, you want to move as fast as possible to get to that corner, otherwise wall munchers are going to keep coming down right there. It's very hard to get past them without getting nailed. Right here in particular too. And we're already at the fourth boss. Now this one I have the tendency to get lost in. Oh, here it is. So I always use the whip on this, because otherwise you have to keep trying to shoot them from the right side. It takes a long time to do that. Lashing your whip out and you'll be good. Have to kind of get in a little bit of a position though. Get him to at least the whip's hitting his gun. So you shouldn't take too much more. You know what, the great thing about this too is like once you defeat a boss, it refreshes your potions, your invisible potions, you know, all that stuff. We got one more boss to go before the final one, final area. Like, do I need to destroy these enemies? I couldn't remember how long this part was. Shoot. So making sure you don't grab the gun power downs and stuff like that is just vital for survival in this. I think this is where hit point number 4 is. Up right here. Yep. Adam's family house. So to get it, walk right here, walk straight down to the left side of the house. Walk in the door, or unlock the door, it plays the Adam's Family music, and it's gonna skip it, but and when you come out, grab some money. When you come out of the house, you'll have your 4th hit point. Switch over to your money. There's a hot dog stand right here where you can refresh. This is where we get our nooses. Basically, it's like a smart bomb. And light bulbs. It'll just, nooses are like little destroy everything on screen, you know, type of thing. They wave a noose and it brings up lurch or just destroys everything on the screen. I always stay top side here, it makes it a little bit easier. Go straight down to the bottom here. Out of here. There, I mean, enemies that can just keep respawning, much like if you played Ninja Gaiden, the original one. Enemies just keep respawning. That's everywhere in this game. You can sit still and enemies will just keep coming at you. On the left-hand side, how they just keep coming. Always suppress at least a little bit of fire if you're gonna. But that's the great thing about this gun is that it spreads just big enough to kind of go through, like cover all those gaps. This is the one I usually get lost in. It's the 5th boss. There he is. A little bit lucky. Always try to use your potion right before he fires. I usually use the whip because it's stronger. It's quicker. Unless again, if you have turret auto fire for your gun, then it doesn't matter. This is all you gotta do. Alright, this is it. Let's go down and pass. Alright. What do I have potions for? All I need is to have 1 health going into the last boss. I don't really care. See what I mean? If you're gonna do that, just go back out, come back in. You have to progress kind of quickly right here. This is where the final area is the graveyard. Gravestone, I should say. Step right into it. Step right into it. Now, if you hit these eyeballs, it's better to use it. Don't use auto fire for this because you have a higher chance of hitting them. use just the regular stuff, regular shot. I hate these eyeballs, they're absolutely terrible. Got to back up because I'm hitting them. They take 3 shots. You don't need any power-ups at this point. You're on the ship, it doesn't matter anymore. Maximum health is 4. Each take 10 shots each. Those ones are not so bad to get rid of. So now I can just switch over to nooses. If I take a hit, I'll use a potion. But now you can understand maybe why it's so important not to die in this game. So like, these guys here, just you can take them out, like this one out. And there's going to be another one to the right. You do take a lot, but if you shoot fast enough, you should be alright, and keep your distance. You should be fine. I'm going to be using some nooses here in just a bit. Because there's just too much. Those guys are just too many of them. Just ball. If you don't have the full power-up gun right here, this is just a pain. Stay to the bottom as best you can here. Because otherwise you get a bunch of those like green creatures that'll show up like this guy. It's just there. You get too many of them on the screen, as you can see. I almost got in a hit. So as long as we go up here, this is what a noose does. Oh, he gave me a gun power down, son of a biscuit. Well, we should be alright though. It's the same power as the big gun, but it's just when you're getting a tight spot, this is not the ideal gun to have. Come out. I said keep your distance on these guys. If you get in a tight spot like that, just forget it. Just use a noose. That's what they're for. Don't use them so much though, because otherwise you're gonna get screwed later on. This guy following me. See what I mean? How it doesn't get the whole distance? You can go underneath the eyeballs, but I just did. Plus also this gun doesn't have the range either. But it doesn't have the long range as the powered up gun. Or all these guys if you do it just right. Stick to the top here, you'll avoid a ton of enemies. Stay to the wall. Sometimes you can get green frogs, sometimes you can get magenta frogs, sometimes you get blue ones. Right there. Sometimes you don't get anything at all. It's all what the RNG says. But the final boss is super easy. All you need is missiles and just stay to the right. You'll see what I mean. Respawned right there, that's kind of odd. Guess I stuck to the bottom very well. Big guys down there, no thanks. Any of these power-ups. Got a gun power-up, that's it. We're almost at the end here. It's 10 shots. You can actually use a noose here if you really want to. But we made it. Okay, let's get the missiles on, and we're pretty much done with this. All you do is you walk into the boss, it's straight to the right, use the A button until you lock onto the cannon on the right and press B. You have 20 shots, but generally it should take about 15. And if it doesn't, you have your if you do run out of missiles, you can. It's perfectly fine. There it is. Yeah, see, 15. About right. But there you have it. Very easy. So that is Fester's Quest. Now I'd like to do is I used to be able to do this without taking damage. I have done no damage runs before too, back when I was a kid. But if I played this on, but I was also using the max controller too, so it was the turbo buttons. Alright, but now you can check me out over at Facebook at facebook.com/OneForsakenGaming. You can also check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/OneForsakenGaming. Instagram, Discord, link is over on the Twitch side, as well as right here at 1FG Archives on YouTube. Do subscribe and follow so you never miss any new content. But this will complete the playthrough of Fester's Quest on the NES. I hope you enjoyed the content. And next time, I don't know quite what we're going to be doing yet. But yeah, let this finish up. I do stream on Twitch generally on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday around 8:30 a.m. Eastern for retro games and all that stuff. So anyway, hope we can catch you in a future stream, and we'll see you next time.